So Gandhi should be back at any moment with information from the other game. That game was very, very good in favour of Complexity, though. They're looking really strong today. And that puts them one game away now from being qualified for the SPL this season. Their two remaining games are going to be against EGR and against Nomad as well. So depending how those games play out, depends all about what's going to happen to the rest of the group. Gandhi, man! Yo.
Alright, so look. The deal is that we can rapid fire this bitch.
So yeah, let's do that.
We can rapid fire the hell out of this. So everyone.
Have they told us what? Hang on. The downloads. So we've got the videos for the other ones too, but no one's told me which ones we're doing yet. So I guess we just wait on that for now. We'll just do the next one. Just do the next one, and we'll go find out.
No. We it's gonna be Cog Legion.
Yeah, just do Cog Legion now. Let's go.
Well, I gotta like remember what it is and crap.
God. Okay. Tell me when you've loaded it up, and then I'll.
We are rapid fire.
Rapid fire mode engaged. We're gonna whip through these boys and girls.
What is slash demo play?
We were discussing your green screen background of your house. We should be.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Turn up.
You played it?
Turn up.
Oh my God, that's silly.
All right, are you doing the thing?
I'm loading now. Right, guys, as we're loading in, just so you know, this game is going to be Cognitive versus Legion. Cognitive, the new branded team of Cognitive, not the old Cognitive that we used to know. So it's going to be, let me just make sure this updates. Cool. Cognitive versus Legion. And on the Cognitive side, you can see the likes of Horrywind, Mask, Meerkat, Jigs, Famous 8. Jigs is on Sylvanas in this game. Are you in the game right now? No,
not
cool.
yet.
That's cool. Okay, picks and bans for this game, just so you know. Cognitive banned away Ymir and Jablonke, and Legion banned away Circuit and Bastet at the start of this game. So once again, jungle focus coming out from Legion. Circuit and Bastet, like Circuit, Bastet, Thor, Nemesis. They're all the jungle bans we've seen so far. But Ymir and Jablonke banned away is interesting. Jablonke not too surprising, because that means you have to play Cupid into it, you know, if you're going to pick Jablonke. And maybe he doesn't want to play Cupid. At the same time, Ymir banned away. That's an interesting one. I'm wondering why they banned the Ymir.
Ymir probably got banned just because people are realizing how insanely strong it is at all time. Right? Like, Ymir is so strong in Europe, and it's really just because of the setup potential he has, and early on, he's very, very good. But in North America, they never really paid too much attention to it, because in North America you had the top supports were, you know, Jeff Hinla and Ionic, and none of them were playing Ymir. It was like, okay, I'm going to play Bacchus, and I'm going to play Geb and Athena because that's all I need to play. And now they're realizing, okay, Geb, he's still really good, but if I want early game kills, I'm going Ymir.
Oh, I get the Ymir ban now. Look at the picks I'm looking through the picks and bans. You see, they banned away Ymir. They first picked Athena, right? Then they also take Sylvanas, so they're running Athena jungle. And one thing that you need to know about Ymir has a very good matchup against Athena, actually. In terms of, like, laning, he can push just as hard as she can, but he also has the ability to, like, freeze her before she taunts, wall her off, and be able to charge in.
That's huge.
A lot of decent things there. So it's useful for that, as well as against the Sylvanas. Ymir's pretty good there, too, because he's got just as much wave play. Actually, if not a little bit better, I feel, than a Sylvanas in terms of wave play with that Glacial Strike. So the Ymir ban kind of makes sense. How do
I zoom out? Is that a thing?
Okay. Do me a favor. Click assisted on your camera in the top.
Okay, yeah? I pause it up. Okay.
Click assisted.
Yeah.
Hold C.
With it paused?
With it paused.
It's not doing a thing.
Click on the map, hold C, with it in assisted mode, yeah?
Turn up.
You like it? Yeah?
Alright, we're good, boys.
No. Move the camera around with WASD, right?
Yeah, no,
And then hold right mouse button. Watch this. Hold right mouse button and move. Like, yo.
This is much better. That whole time I was like, dude, I swear to God, like, it's not this zoomed in. And then I was like, wait, whoa. I normally cast off a program feed, and now I'm on a computer right in front of me. That could be the problem, but taking a look at this here, we're going to start off in the solo lane. Meerkat bringing the Neath into the solo lane.
Double Hunters.
This is...
Double Hunters, double Guardians. Yeah. Oh, the pull on left. right-hand side pin. Devion just got pulled into tower. He's okay, though. But he took half his HP from one tower shot there. That was insane.
Yeah,
Sorry, let's go back to solo.
Yeah, going back to solo here. So Neath versus NQ. How this is really going to work out is that NQ is going to throw his decoy down. He's going to try to get behind Meerkat and try to get as much damage down as possible. But really, early on, Meerkat should have the advantage. At level 5, Loki can start doing things like that, but he's going to get 360 no-scope there by Meerkat. He goes invisible and she guesses him. That's a good play.
Yeah, this whole setup of the two teams right now, I like what Cognitive chose to do. They've run double Hunter, double Guardian with an Ao Kuang. Like, their whole game plan is get to late game, use both supports to their advantage to allow the Hunters and Ao Kuang to do all the damage. They chase around the two Hunters trying to get the kills, and Kokoken puts out steady damage and great CC from Athena and Jigs on that Sylvanas is their whole game plan. The difference is that Legion have a standard composition here. There's nothing too crazy that we see in that lineup.
The thing that kind of scares me for Cognitive here, looking at this purely, is when I look at Busters has Thor in the jungle. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Athena in the jungle isn't going to do the damage. She's going to be there to be supportive, yes, but she's not going to really bring the same kind of pressure that Thor is going to bring to a team. Thor has the semi-global ult, and his passive gives him more damage the more people are around him, so early game, he's a beast. Plus the Tectonic Rift, which is a stun. I don't know how they're going to handle the Thor. But if they can shut down DJ Copernicus, then they'll be okay. But speaking of which, he's on a gang.
He is looking on the right-hand side right now. But at the same time, NQ's going to continue farming Perns. Going to walk up to this and look for the pressure. But Meerkat didn't sense that. He just backflipped in preparation to just use the World Weave shot. Sorry, the Weaving shot to make sure it pops that and clears the minion wave really quickly.
It's not every day we see the Neath. It was funny, though. In PTS, everyone was like, oh, Neath is still so good because she has this wave clear. She's good, but I don't know if I would put her in the top tier hunters, man.
I think putting her in solo is a good call, though, because in the solo lane, it's an island. We all call it an island and say, oh, Thor's up. Thor's going to come crashing down into mid. I can see it already. He hits up some Mask who's still only level 4. IQ rotated with the assassinate as well. The dunk came in from Adoro as well. But the Spirit of the Nine Winds came out from Horiwin doing some damage around, but not enough. First blood goes to Legion early on.
It looked like Horiwin was getting ready to aggress on this. You could see that Spirit of the Nine Winds did a lot. And then the Whirlwind, the dot. So the change that Kukulkan had was we went from 3-second dot down to a 2-second dot, and we didn't see enough play out of him. So then we said, let's go ahead and put it at 2.5. And then everyone remembered, wow, it was really nice having Kukulkan be this nerfed because he's so annoying to deal with.
Exactly. I mean, those tornadoes, 2.5 seconds is now enough for him to clear the wave at rank 2 of it. That was the biggest issue with him, and that's why we didn't see him that much. And Q should be able to get out there? Just about, yeah. He'll be fine. Yep. It's a Loki. What am I thinking?
Yeah, of course it's a Loki, my man. So, taking a look at the builds here. Rune-Forged Hammer picked up by Neath. Now, this is something we don't traditionally see really ever on Hunters.
Nope.
Period. What it's going to give her, 350 health. Plus 55 physical protection. That's really just to deal with the Loki. So you can kind of see what she's doing. So she's going to be a little bit more tanky. She can kind of not be a front line, but she can withstand NQ a little better.
It's not just to deal with NQ, it's also to deal with a Thor. Because if you put a Hunter in the solo lane, what's going to happen? The jungler's going to come camp you too. They're both physical damage dealers, so this will help her against both of them. Add the fact that there's not much penetration in the game anymore, Gandhi, in the early stages, means that physical protection is going to be useful for the whole game. That health and physical protection, very good.
Well, the double tap's going to hit, but as you can tell, that Rune-Forged Hammer, Meerkat's super tanky. If that double tap is going to go down on Ullr in the left lane, Ullr's going to lose about a quarter of his health. Meerkat lost 2 bars.
Yeah.
I kind of like it, man.
On top of it, you can just use Unravel to heal that back up as well. That's the best thing about Neath. She's got so much sustain in her kit built in. Big aggression in mid from Mask trying to catch onto Adoro, but he used the Sentinel to get out of that immediately. So at the moment, it's a slowish game.
Yeah,
the experience of gold lead ever so slightly in Legion's favour. That's just down to the Gold Fury more than anything. As both teams, I feel the longer this game goes, Cognitive have a game plan because they've got this double Hunter. And what I was going to say about the Neath in the solo lane as well is like it's a solo island, right? And in an island, you don't get involved with anything in the fights across the map. But Neath can.
Yeah.
Neath can. She can get involved, get assists, even get the odd kill with that World Weaver shot.
Yeah, that ultimate's great. It makes Neath viable in the solo lane. Yeah, I've even seen Neath's mids, which I was kind of expecting, like maybe to see one, right? Like Transcendence Neath is bad. That girl is just
so much damage.
Yeah, it is
Yep.
insane. But it just might not be competitively viable, right? Like, you and I can sit here in theory craft all day, but at the end of the day, we're not putting in the scrims. So, looking down here, no real shocker that you're going to see Pen Boots coming out of Kukulkan, and we're actually going to have the grouping here as these mid-harpies are getting ready to come up.
They might try and catch Jigs out of position, but Mask is going to be the one to hit with the taunt straight away. No ult from Horiwin came out there. He's been patient with it. He's not got his tornado just yet. Now he does. Going to try and zone out Pain. And you can see DJ has to take to the sky to disengage there. Adora was looking for something. No one was low enough, but the rotation gets caught out of position here.
He could be able to do this. You can see the Athena ult, Defender of Olympus, coming down. Athena jumps in. They're going to look for the Gold Fury. Maybe. No, they're actually going to look to just shove this wave. They aren't healthy. Yeah, no. There's no reason for them, too. That's why I was like, they're going to look for the Gold Fury? Question mark?
Well, I mean, as that happened, though, the mid-camps both went into Legion's favor. They got both of those. Left-hand side, though, double taunt, knock-up, followed up. Pain's going to start taking damage. World Weaver's out from Neath as well. He needs that body blocking. Going to use the immunity frames, though, from it. The pull-in! It's going to pull him out of position. The Panda
no way!
Max misses! And now the spin DJ, he's getting his passive from 3 targets being nearby. He's going to find one, kill the turn. He's waiting for another. And in mid lane, we also see that NQ rotated as well and helped Adora get a kill.
Marcus! Dude!
Wow.
How? This is that is like we watched this before. That is exactly what I was talking about. Athena, she's gonna help. She's gonna protect the team. She's gonna give you the taunts. But the damage that Thor can bring is just unparalleled to any jungler pre-level 12, really. And dude, that play by DJ Pernicus. That is what he is known for. He is all about the one-on-one, I outplay you, bring the noise. And he just 1v3'd them.
How he 1v3'd them, though, is a lot of team situations, people don't realize that if you're not the one being focused, you should be dealing damage, not running away yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And Pernicus realized that. Like, hang on a second. They're focusing Geb. They're focusing Artemis. I'm free to do whatever I want. Whee! And hit the Berserker Barrage on one target when he had 2 others around him, and it evaporated. And then the other 2 went, well, we're just tanks now. What are we going to do against the Thor, who's now in the sky looking for Neath on the right-hand side? Making to watch himself. Going to get dunked. Spin to win as well. Has to backflip. Followed by the wall. The double tap. But now the turnaround is here. Athena's coming. Are they going to find the taunt? No, just a disengage again. That's what Athena does against Thor, right?
Yep.
Thor commits,
Yep.
Athena has to ult to defend it. So every single time, that's what Mask's game plan is to cut out this Thor. But the question is, can they survive long enough? The only reason Meerkat survived there, Gandhi, is that Runeforged hammer.
Yeah, the Runeforged really has paid its way. Like, it's definitely earned its way. Yeah, that was the word.
Dividends. That's Bart's word, but paid dividends.
So
they used to be mine.
Speaking of which, DJ Pernicus is looking for this speed buff. He's like, hey, Mask, I dare you to go on this. And so this is really, really smart on Mask. Mask knows that NQ, a.k.a. Loki, is not in lane. So normally when you don't see a Loki in lane, that means that he's probably invisible getting ready to kill you. So Mask is waiting for the reinforcements. You can see Neath is here as well. And NQ could be in trouble. He's going to use his ultimate to get out of there. That's a good play. This will secure them the speed.
Left-hand side, Jigs is in trouble. He's 1 hit from death. Got to manage to get out of that. A lot of ultimates built on the left-hand side as well then. Right-hand side was a disengage, but mid-harpies are up. Look at the invade now. They're going to take purple on the left.
Yep, purple is going to go into the favor here of Busters. And now we're going to see Kukulkan and Mask. Will they be able to contest one of these mid-harpies? In case you're brand new to Smite, the harpies on the left and the right, which is going to be popping up as you're seeing right here, these give you the most experience in the game outside of Fire Giant and Gold Fury, so you have to control.
Exactly. Very important to keep an eye on them and try and get as many as you can. They shared those camps then, so it's 4,000 experience lead still for Legion with a 1,300 gold lead right now. The game plan from Cognitive here, right, is not to bleed too much early. That's the big plan, because with double Hunters, we know how strong Hunters are in the current meta, Gandhi. With the buffs to their attack speed, their late games are very, very strong. So having a Neath and an Ul on the team with 2 frontline tanks, it has a viable opportunity to work. The problem is they're up against an Artemis, and Artemis' late game is scary, so is Scylla's, so is Loki's. All 3 of those targets can 1v1 these Hunters down in no time at all, and the Kukulkan as well.
Yep. So, taking a look here, Kukulkan, he still hasn't really jump-started his build. He's only got 1,200 gold in hand. He could either go a Book of Thoth or a Warlock Sash. Both items are very, very good on Kukulkan. But since he has the Pen Boots, it's going to give him mana, and his passive is
basically
he's going to get
He'll
buffed
always
up
go
from
Book.
that. Yeah.
He'll always go Book. He has to go book just because of the fact that he's Kulkulkan, and the passive gives him so much money. Right side though, an invade steal looking for the red buff, the blue buff, not going to find it. Enki misses it. Actually, he uses his vanish there as well, so going to get turned on with the taunt. Going to take a bit of poke. He will all out if he has to. World Weaver's going to connect. Beads it immediately. Juke him with the vanish, trying to stay away from it. The shield comes out from Pain. Disengaged. Didn't have to use the ultimate. Enki there, using everything in his kit to make sure he didn't have to use the ultimate. And the fact is the beads will be off cooldown sooner rather than later anyway. I mean, using your ultimate instead, not the best call in the world, so I like his decision making.
Yeah, so, eyes looking over towards the Gold Fury here as Gavin Thor getting ready to go in there. The DJ Pernicus, really he's kind of my player to watch now because he got those early kills. He's 3-0. He's got a Jotun's Wrath, which is going to give him a lot of physical power, as well as mana and the cooldown reduction and penetration. This item does it all. His next item will most likely be a Shifter Shield. When Shifter Shield is finished, that is when Thor comes to life, and that's when the other team dies.
This is risky coming out from the Legion right now. They're actually rotating towards the Gold Fury. Meerkat followed over to Enku, who took a lot of poke damage for free then. Meerkat did a very good job then of realizing the re-engage. But I think what we're going to see about this Gold Fury at the moment, Gandhi, is whoever takes this first one is probably going to win the game. I'm going to call that now. I'm going to call that. First Gold Fury is going to win it.
I could see that.
It's quite possible.
Gold Fury might be the one to take it. I could see that for sure. Now, on the side of Busters, when you look at the difference between Uller, who is a stance, do a bunch of damage from close range or far away with your bow, to an Artemis. Artemis has a super steroid in her kit. She has a volley as well as she has a little board that runs out and can do things. But you could just see famous hate. He has
okay, Gandhi, pause for a second, Gandhi. Pause for a second.
Okay.
Press escape.
What?
Yep, and press settings, okay?
Yeah.
Go to spectator.
Yeah.
And make sure it says cognitive versus Legion. Because on stream right now it's showing Busters. Come on now.
Dude, that's not my fault.
Come on. I know. We should have checked, but it's okay.
Should've.
I just noticed it. Now. We're fixed. We fixed it. We can carry on. Back to the game.
Did you change
no
it
one's
on your
confused
end?
anymore. Yes. Well, I'm not streaming.
Well,
so the
good thing about it is that no one expects anything of me, technically.
Thor's going up.
Oh, the Spirit of the Nine Winds is there. Thor's going to be there as well. Pernicus doing a bunch. Burrowin's going to get taken out as well. Meerkat on the side. And now Artemis is in trouble. Wow, this is huge. Arduro continues to fight. And now Neith is forced out, but the Runeforge doing so much, she's going to go down. DJ Pernicus is staying alive. Somehow he gets the stun.
And Q manages to get one. They're going to chase some Mascadors looking for the root. If he can find it, this is big. 1 second on the cooldown. Can he find the root? He has to find the root.
I spit on myself. Don't do it.
Gonna get out, but that could be a Gold Fury.
Dude.
They're not going to go for it.
DJ Pernicus is doing the things. He is doing all the things, bro.
He played it really well. Pain got caught out.
Oh, my God.
Pain got caught by the taunt, got hit by the ultimate. If he died then, that would have been free Gold Fury for Cognitive. But immediately, Thor was already in the sky as that taunt went off, you know? DJ Pittacus was up, ready for that, and he dunked onto 3 men. That allowed Adoro on that Scylla to hit a 3-man crush, followed by the I'm a Monster damage, turned the fight. Meerkat turned up earlier than NQ, but then NQ cleanup crew turned up. Nice cleanup from Legion, honestly. It worked out really well for them, and that was all down to Cognitive, who were the ones that did the initial engage.
Yep, so taking a look at the charts here, 5,700 experience difference, 2,000 gold difference, all in favor of Legion, and not Busters.
Yep.
That is not
But Gold Fury still stands.
It does, which this to me is kind of the question mark, is when we're going to see this engagement. This has been, Legion's had the ability to do it theoretically, but at the end of the fights, the engagements aren't necessarily sloppy, but they're not clean, so they're not going to attack the Gold Fury at full health, so they're afraid of it.
I have a feeling, though, that Legion decided not to go for Gold Fury then, not because they couldn't do it, but they want to bait that fight one more time.
You think that's what it is? You think they're just going to keep forcing the advantage?
Keep baiting the fight, the Gold Fury, force the fight there, win the fight, get a gold lead again, an experience lead, go back to farming, leave the Gold Fury up a little bit longer. Because if they keep winning those fights around this Gold Fury, they're getting a lead without even taking the Gold Fury anyway, and then force the fight again, do the same thing, rinse, repeat, you know?
Mm-hmm. So
there's potential for what they can do.
NQ looking to go for the invade and the steal. Meerkat's going to rotate. He was able to get it, and now he really doesn't want to box her. He knows Athena's there as well. He's going to go invisible, giving him increased movement speed, as well as just general tomfoolery. And as you take a look at the build here, that's going to be a Transcendence coming out on Neath. On the other side, Loki, I mean, he's got the Heartseeker, he's got the Blue and Stone Pendant, he has Power Boots, but he has some options here with this maze.
It's probably Jotuns, though. Like, most
sure.
Lokis will always go Jotuns for the cooldown reduction. It's just natural. I love the fact that he invested to full beads as quick as he did. I mean, he did this earlier on. We saw him get caught earlier. Meerkat's in trouble. Meerkat's in big trouble. Adora's waiting for him. Going to hit him with the root. There's the damage as well. Going to actually slow and actually do a nice bit of healing onto him, but the ultimate comes out. DJ's up. He doesn't even need to be up. He's going to get the kill.
You know Legion stole that Gold Fury, right?
Oh my god, they did on the left side.
You know Legion stole that Gold Fury, right? You know there's a Tusky coming down hot on Mask. In the mid lane, though, Kukulkan, he has no escape. He could be in a lot of damage here. Oh, dude, and
Body
Mask
blocks.
is pinned as well.
Body
dude,
blocks.
Pernicus does it again.
Body blocks of doom. That's what just happened there, Gandhi. There was nothing he could do to escape.
That is
just stuck.
That is huge for them. Pernicus looking to rotate into the jungle, try to clear up as much as possible. As you can tell, the Harpies are getting ready to come up. Dura's going to be in a perfect spot.
You saw the Gold Fury fight, right? Because I was casting the one where NQ happened. What happened to the Gold Fury exactly? Like, how did he steal it?
Dude, Pain Devion literally just rolled out and he said, "Hey guys, by the way, I'm here."
And just took it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They didn't have any peel. They thought they could burst it down. That is going to be a costly mistake. That's going to continue to grow. So the last time we checked in on this, which was about 2 minutes ago, XP was about 6,000 gold difference, was about 2,000. Now it's 5,300 gold difference and 11,000 experience. Legion is winning the team fights, and they are winning the objective fights. This is a very, very scary position for Cognitive Gaming. COG Gaming has dominated Week 1 and Week 2 over Legion, but this Week 3, when it matters the most, they don't seem to be bringing the thunder.
Now, what needs to happen from right now? I said the first Gold Fury probably go in there to the team that's going to win this. So I expect Legion to win, but Cognitive still have a chance. They have to group up them and stop the splitting because right now you can see Meerkat's out of position here. Too far forward, has to have the Athena on response. They might be able to trade this back onto NQ though if they can. If they get this on. DJ Pernicus is up though.
Yeah, Pernicus, he's got the double tap. Now here's Spin to win. He's got it, waiting for it, just trying to do it. Meerkat manages to stay alive. Spirit of the Nine Winds comes in. Hurlwind's able to clean it up. Meerkat lives. The battle is going to be a disengage as now Cognitive Gaming finally answers the call of Legion. That was a great fight for them. They needed that. They only got one kill out of it, but they took out the biggest threat, which was Thor at the time being.
They did. They got the shutdown gold as well, and it went on to Hurrywind as well, which is really good to get him more damage online, because this is where Hurrywind will start coming online with this Kukulkan now. Got his top finished. He's currently stacking on it. He'll continue building more items now. You'll probably see the Ratatouille come out. Maybe even a Warlock Slash is a potential as well. Probably a Spear, though, is what you'll naturally see next, in all honesty, coming up for that extra penetration, because it works so well combined with the Tornadoes. But right now, Cognitive have a really difficult, sticky situation. They want to group up so they can protect each other and use their abilities. Left-hand side, though,
that was great. Brilliant.
Ask him a question.
Yeah,
that
actually was fantastic. Showing off the technical skill, I mean, it's one of the harder combos to kind of hit, especially if he would have went for the combo. But just switching and stunning him there in that last second when your tournament, your league life is on the line is huge. Yep. So back to the spear. The spear of the Magus is great to get at this point because this is normally when we start to see penetration aura, defensive auras kind of get online from the supports. So you're going to be shredding through that and doing true damage. Now, the one thing that's like not a big deal, but DJ Pernicus going with the Magi's instead of the Shifter Shield after it when he has this big lead, you have that option to be defensive if you want, and that just makes you a tankier nightmare to deal with, which is kind of like his thought process. But I am a huge fan of doing the thing. Do the thing, get shifters.
It's down to the CC, you know? That's the reason. He's up against double Guardians, so he's going to deal with that much CC of Roots. He's going to deal with the Taunts. He's going to deal with the Roots. Oh my gosh, Panda Cat just destroyed him. The Will Weaver's going to come out, and Panda's just like, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's like 3 minions, or 3 creeps, we'll give him full health again. Rotating into the mid lane here, Jig still really trying to control this. This game, it's kind of been interesting. It's been slow in the sense of objectives and pushing and controlling of the enemy jungle, but the team fights have been very, very fast.
Yeah, they've been really, really quick. They've not been slow at all. Meerkat's out of position again, though, and he's got a big rotation coming in from both Adoro and DJ Pernicus. The ultimate assassinate come out from Meerkat. The dunk came down, and Q got the kill. Adoro was just there for satisfaction of watching that guy die. And now, once again...
I'm surprised they're actually not pressuring this tower to get this Tier 1 out of the way, so NQ can just rotate across the map. So the big thing with Loki, after he gets the Tier 1 tower, is you will see him kind of run around into this area where the mouse is on the mini-map and just kind of throw a decoy down there and stop the minions from ever coming, so he has a constant pressure of that lane as he's rotating. It's very, very important to have.
Exactly, and now with the Gold Fury coming up, you can see his rotation from the mid lane is going to be over. This Gold Fury ready. Legion in position. DJ Pernicus is going to be on zone control with that wall and the double tap with the damage he's got right now. Doro's actually going to zone out Horrywind on the right-hand side as well. Jigs isn't even in the area yet to contest this, and it doesn't look like Cognitive Gaming know what's going on, right? But they don't want to fight it. They realize they can't fight this one right now. They're starting to fall further behind. 12,000 experience now, 7,000 gold. They have to make a play at the Fire Giant at some point, because it's a really tough game for Cognitive now. Like, the laning phase hasn't gone great for them. All lost to Artemis 1v1, which means that you don't need any jungle pressure there anymore. Horrywind just wanted to farm in mid lane, but he's not really had the opportunity to farm as much as he would have liked to. Yeah. And DJ Pernicus has just got himself going constantly and picked up all the kills, so he's controlling the jungle and the pace of the game at, Legion's pleasure.
I'll tell you what I am a huge fan of here. Is this Scylla going into the Divine Ruin just to deal with Sylvanas? That is, and this is something we've seen so much of, is the mid lane not being nearly as greedy. So he's kind of went from this like tier 2 kind of carry throughout the entire game to almost like tier 3, where he's like, okay, you know what, I'm going to do what's best for the team in regards to my items and not going for this big burst. But here comes the rotation. Everything is being focused on the solo lane. I don't know if anything's going to come out of it, though.
It will be. I mean, right now, Legion can group up here on the right. They've taken the Tier 1 tower left. They've taken the Tier 1 tower mid. If a member of Cognitive Gaming go to that left-hand side to farm that Gandhi, what's going to happen is it'll be a 4v5 fight at the Fire Giant, and there's nothing that Cognitive would be able to do against that, against Legion's team. The thing that I was going to say was, like, Cognitive should group up and try and use the strength of double Hunt and double Guardian. But then if they group up, they've got to deal with Scylla Crushers. They've got to deal with Scylla Armor Monsters. They've got to deal with Thor Dunk Downs. They've got to deal with Geb Cataclysms. And even if they split just enough to make sure they don't get hit by all of them, they've got Tusky to have to answer to as well. So, and Tusky doesn't really care if you're not fully grouped.
Neith could be in some trouble here. She's got NQ right on him. She's going to hit the backflip. There's going to be the ult's going to miss. He's going to miss, but doesn't matter. He gets the increased movement speed, and they're clearing him up. So the one thing that just caught my eye, which I don't even think I've had the pleasure of casting yet, is this Shield of the Underworld active. This is brilliant for Athena to have, and here's kind of like the stats on it. But Hindu Man, let me get your opinion on what you think of Shield of the Underworld. Okay.
Underworld is very, very effective for what it does if you can get people to give you damage. You've got to take a lot of damage. What does Athena do naturally? Press taunt, right? If you're going to press taunt, people attack you. And you're going to be block that damage. Why are you going to block that damage? Because of your passive. But will the damage go to them? Yes, it will from the Shield of the Underworld. On top of that, the Crush, the I'm a Monster hits that she's going to have to deal with. She's going to be able to send that back in Scylla's face. And it does magical damage. It is magical damage, which means that with her building this Void Stone right now, she's going to deal more damage back to them with that as well. Because it will go through their protections, obviously, using the Void Stone.
Yep, so taking a look at the support build here, Sylvanas going into the Sovereignty, no shocker here. He wants to prioritize physical damage, mainly because he has 4 physical damage to go against, right? And when you look at it, everything in the game pretty much does physical damage, right? Like the creeps, the towers, so having that physical protection is good. Now, on top of that, he's given an aura of like 20 protections to his teammates of Sovereignty. I think it's 20. What is it? What is it at? 25. Or yeah, 20. So he's really helping out the team in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's there to do. He's just trying to support the team as much as he can. Yep, for sure. I mean, right now that this game is gotten slow. Cognitive don't want to do anything. They don't want to do anything. They just want to relax and farm now because they need to catch up. And in doing so, Legion are like, well, we'll let you catch up a little bit. We're just going to position ourselves ready. You can see the amount of sentries that are slowly being popped around. They're looking for a pick more than anything else right now. You can see them going for Mask then. Horrywind was well aware of it. But if they keep putting these sentry wards down the way they are doing, then eventually full control is going to go to Legion, this Fire Giant, and you're going to have to see Cognitive going blind to try and defend it.
Yeah, well,
and when they do...
So actually has a sentry ward, so that should be...
So
that should be at just about the end of the vision that Cognitive has, besides this, like, this one right back here. Besides that, it's not looking good.
Well, the call from Cognitive right now with their wall placements of the Fire Giant I like, because they're not getting spotted by these sentries. Yeah. They've got 2 wards there. So those 2 wards are actually giving enough vision to know if they're doing it or not, which is really intelligent placing. That's learning the new map. At the same time, though, there's no sentry ward down at the Fire Giant right now, which there really should be. Adora's actually going to re-ward at that duo area as well. Sorry, the Golf Fury entrance area. Mid-Harpy entrance area. It was the Golf Fury entrance area. What?
Dude, it's okay, man. You were going to eventually get it. Oh, sweet mother of Mary Magdalene. That is a Rada Tahuti on Soa. She is 1-0-10. What?
Yep, with Warlock Sash.
Dude, that is a tanky, damage-dealing child. Wow.
It really is. And she's level 20.
10?
And she's level 20.
So that
right
just
now,
means that, really, I'm a Monster didn't really secure any kills, and all it did was kind of deflect on him. Anyone she hits with I'm a Monster now is dead. Besides, like, Athena and Sylvanas.
I'm a Monster at base value does 800 damage, right?
It's so much.
At base. But then she's also got 538 magical power. So that's added on. But then it's an additional 20% because the scaling on I'm a Monster is 120%. Which means that she's going to hit you for about 1,300 before mitigations or anything like that. But 1,300 damage is a lot on group targets. Big pick on the right-hand side. Being looked for. Jix is dead.
That's big.
And now,
no, they dodged it.
No.
It only hit 2 people. To dodge out. That's one hand 3 down. That's their only hand 3 down. Athena hasn't been prioritizing. In fact, she just burned her hand 1 on this. If they want to start up the Fire Giant, they really could, and they would have a very safe time doing it, but it looks like they don't want to do it. Thor went all the way back for whatever reason. He's finished. Shifter Shield, his Magi's is going to be up in 20 seconds. That's the one thing Cognitive has to worry about is the Magi's Blessings. They have to pop that before they team fight, or else Thor's just never going to die.
I'm just not sure why Legion are so scared of doing these objectives. Like, they're doing Golf Fury now because they've got the opportunity to. They stole the first one away from Cognitive of the Golf Furies, which was, Cognitive making the initiative for it, even though Legion were in the position. Legion needs to step that up a little bit, honestly. I feel like they could be doing better with these objective controls.
For sure.
Like, they've had the opportunity to do Fire Giant. They took away the Hog 3. Why not, have 1 person, 2 people on zoning? You could bring it down quite happily. No one had Hog on the team, so there was nothing to worry about with the threat of a steal.
Yeah, I think they're just being very, very cautious. I think Legion's kind of testament is we're really good in the laning phase. We understand that. We're ranked superstars. We just want to be very, very careful with our team fights because maybe they're not confident in it necessarily, or maybe they just want to be safe, which I get. I mean, this is for SPL.
It's very important. Very important. And this game is important for both these teams as well because the first one of the day from... Meerkat going to get hit by the knock-up as well.
He's getting hit by all the things.
Accessibly comes in as well. He's doing alright to survive because the protection's given. Can they turn this around onto NQ now? Yes, the taunt, the shield immediately from Pain to Beyond was fantastic to force to disengage. A little bit more was wasted from Cognitive Gaming, though, than from Legion in that little engagement. And NQ is going to be fine to be able to just continue doing what he does best, being Loki, being a scumbag.
Yep, scumbag Loki. Hashtag. He's the worst.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. He gives me a heart attack every time I play him. Doesn't matter what skill level, Loki.
They got a global ultimate. They got a global ultimate for an assassinate. Oh, big pull. Can they get some damage off? Not enough. Pain's going to be able to walk away. But look what Panda Cat's doing. Panda Cat is soloing the Fire Giant right now. The rest of the team are pressuring out. Panda Cat is quite happy with the sustain he's got online with the itemization build. Execution of Devour's Gauntlets. People said that Bellona can solo the Fire Giant, well, so can multiple gods. But the rest of the team are now coming in. They're going to get Fire Giant, and they're all out.
Pain Devion looking for one. I'm a Monster's going to be there. Eyes. Is he able to hit? She was able to do some, but not a whole bunch. Pain Devion's in there. That's going to be a Duro getting one, looking for a second one. NQ gets out. Down goes Mess. Down goes another one. And now Cognitive Gaming is in a world of trouble. Can Uller get out? He's got to dodge the snare. He's got to dodge the crush. He didn't dodge the crush. He took a lot of damage. NQ's going to clean him up. That's going to be a tier 2.
29 minutes into this game, all the pressure now on Cognitive Gaming. Only Kulkulkan alive at half health, trying to recall back to base. Will DJ let him? He might try and stop the recall so the team can push in mid lane. This is smart play from DJ Pernicus now. This is a Phoenix, because all DJ's going to do is just keep stopping Hurrywind. Yeah, he's just going to keep stopping Hurrywind from getting back.
He stopped beads as well, so he's going to get slowed by this effort. Oh, dodge the crush. Oh, look at the positioning to double up. Oh, that's beautiful. Duro and DJ Pernicus showing that they've been duo queuing a lot and scrimming a lot. Because that comes down to communication right there. That is nothing else besides, okay, I'm going to hit the wall, I'm cutting them off, I'm saving my snare, do the thing. That's awesome.
I've got wall. Wait for my wall, and we go again. Now you can see there's only Jigs and Athena alive for a few more seconds. Neef is back up. Will they go for this? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Because at the moment, they could try and pressure this Phoenix. Assassinate comes out from Loki. NQ's going deep for this. Getting the damage on Blinking. Cataclysm comes out as well. But the Medjai's blocks it. DJ's in the sky, though, Gandhi.
DJ's got one. Now he's going to turn his gaze right into the middle Phoenix. He's looking to help out his teammates. He's got it. This could be a really, really big fight for Cognitive, and Legion's going to go ahead and disconnect completely from this. Aduro's in the back line. Aduro's going to turn. Aduro's got mask. He didn't be able to finish it, but he is able to get the kill from DJ Pernicus, and they were somehow able to turn what looked like it was going to be very, very bad for them into a very, very good scenario. Whew.
Legion want to try and end here, but they're not high enough HP to be able to do so. They're going to backdoor the left-hand tier 2 instead. They got the Phoenix on the right-hand side, though, which is important for them. They're going to continue the pressure. They just need to be careful about overstaying the welcome right now. I guess they can look for a final Phoenix, but Pain Deviance, low on mana, low on HP. I expect a recall now.
I haven't looked at the graphs. I haven't been paying attention to it, but holy sweet mother, 18,000 gold difference, 28,000 experience. that is not what you want to see. Whew.
It's not what you want to see at all. But this comes down to that gold fury. I said the first gold fury of the game, I expected to go that way just because of how the teams matched up on paper, you know? They ran a double Hunter, double Guardian comp, which I love the idea of, by the way. I think it's really intelligent. I just think that the Artemis pick is a stumbling block for them. I feel like Artemis is a stumbling block, and Thor managed to get too big. That's how I feel about this one, really. NQ picking Loki as well. Loki's great against both the Hunters and also against Kulkulkan, so it causes issues there too.
So Loki has decided to go into the hide of the Nemean Lion. 200 health, 80 physical protection, deflects 20% of basic auto attacks. This is a great play for him as an assassin to kind of just go in, try to hit him with everything he can, and then when they try to peel him, he's just deflecting that damage to his enemies, which is essentially what he wants to have happen. So now, Cog has to go, oh god, can we focus him? I don't think we can focus him.
What's the thing about Loki when you think about it on paper? Loki goes in, does his full combo. If he doesn't get a kill, he then has to leave. When he's leaving, he gets engaged on and attempted to be killed. What's going to try and kill him? The Hunters. So, while he's trying to get away, the Hunters are still killing themselves. So it's perfect. It plays exactly into what Loki's game plan is. So NQ's itemization there, I really like the call. Left-hand side.
They force beads out of Meerkat, though. Cataclysm still online. DJ Pernicus comes crushing it as well. Jigs is going to respond with the Wrath of Terra. And now, finally, NQ trying to find Meerkat. Can he do it? He isn't able to. That forces out the Athena ultimate. DJ Pernicus gets one. The battle is on the Titan. Panda Cat's in trouble. Famous Hate's in trouble from a double tap. And now they're going to try to hold.
Oh, he dodged the last one for the Diamond Monster for the third one. That did so much damage. Titan is going to start dropping now. There's not many minions here. New wave of 5 minions do spawn right now. Meerkat and Hurry when trying to hold. They're not going to hold anything, though.
That's big.
Legion take the first
one. What that means is, so Denial, who was in this group, played Polyjuice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Polyjuice is 0-1, and Cognitive Gaming is 0-1. So Legion and Denial are both 1-0. They're pretty much one win away from securing. Yeah.
Well, the next game those two play is against each other. So one of those teams go through to the SPL. Whichever one wins it, don't know. But Denial versus Legion, whichever one wins that game,
not necessarily.
Well, 2-1. If you get two, you're through. Remember we saying that? If you get two, you're through.
But what if Polyjuice goes 0-4, and teams take wins off of each other? Couldn't we have a 3-1? They can't go
0-4. There's only three teams that you play against.
You're right.
Okay. 0-3.
Shut up.
So win 2 and you're through.
Win 2 and you're through. So looking at the player damage here, Heroin 15,000. He tried to help out his team as much as he can. Meerkat with the interesting build, which I really, really like the theory behind it. He did 20,000 player damage on top of that. And as you go across the way, Panda Cat. He was doing cat things, my friend.
I love the composition coming out from Cognitive, honestly. I think the cognitive composition is very, very smart with how strong the Hunters are right now. I just think they walked into like the Artemis, which I guess they didn't worry too much about the Artemis, but the Loki was an issue. And then DJ Pennick's just got really big in that game too, which was another big thing. So they couldn't really group up with their team composition, because if they did, they'd get picked apart by a Thor, Scylla, Artemis, Loki combo where they get backing them up. It's not an easy thing to walk into and have to deal with. I like the composition, I just don't think it works in this game. That was a big issue for them.
Yeah, so the next game we will be doing will be Cognitive taking on Polyjuice. And we're going to be downloading that demo file now and getting ready to do the thing. Dude.
Cognitive versus
Polyjuice, I believe.
Let me find it. You sure?
Let me know when you find it. Yeah, it's in the chain, right? 9 minutes ago, maybe.
Okay, 1 second. You sure it's 9 minutes ago?
Yeah, 9 minutes
Could be
ago.
9 minutes ago. Well, we're still not done.
Well, no, it's 48 minutes ago.
Cognitive versus Polyjuice, 48 minutes ago. Thank you.
Denial versus... Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Wait. Is that what I did? Do I have that one? Cog
I don't know.
Okay, all right. I got it.
I'm downloading it now. Won't be a second.
God! New!
So, with how this is going in Group A then, this is Cognitive versus Polyjuice, right? Oh, sorry, no. I'm looking at the way. Cognitive need to win and Polyjuice both need to win this game. Whichever one doesn't is almost effectively putting their life in the hands of other teams. Because you have to win 2 to go through. You win 1, you still got a shot in your last game. You lose both of these, you have to rely on other teams to do you favors to still have a shot. So this is going to be a big game for both these teams coming into it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The lack of doing picks and bans, like, I miss it. Like I feed on it because, like, that last game, the story would have been like Double Hunter, and then I felt like for us it was like, oh wait, it's Double Hunter after it started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we would have been able to tell the story, explain the story a little bit better.
I'm
so,
just...
I
miss it. But anyways, I'm going to get a drink of water, and then...
Okie doke. I'm going to AFK very quickly too, so just put on some nice music or something. Or
I don't have any of that stuff.
Really?
You guys, listen. You entertain...
We'll be back in a second.
Here, I'll sneak peek you guys. Here's what we're going to be looking at. This is what the game's going to be.